Can you listen me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in India, we know that there is a great importance to the morality in our personal life also. Similarly, it is felt that morality and ethics should be followed in political life. ಮೊದ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಜನರು ರಾಜ ಅಥವಾ ಮಹಾರಾಜ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ತನ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಹೈ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್, one who is having the respect towards the people, respect towards the elderly people, respect towards the ladies. Okay, so all these are nothing but the ethical values which are prevalent in our society. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಮೊದ್ಲಿಂದಾದ್ರೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ we always observed there is a high importance given to the ethics and morality always. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾವು even if we look at in family or a outside world, whenever we go to the any workplace, there also we feel that the people with whom we are working, they must have some ethical standards, they must have some morality. ಈ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಭಾಗ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳನ್ನು ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವಾಗೂ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಈ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Okay, so rulers were expected to observe stricter ethical values and an unethical king was shown no mercy. So in history we have seen that people never compromised with those particular type of leaders or king who was living unethical life. ಯಾರ ಅನೈತಿಕ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಜನರು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಳಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆನೆ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ politics and ethics are inseparable from each other and people are always observing that. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರೇ ನಮಗ್ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜನರು ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೇ ವೋಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ವೋಟ್ ಪಡಿತೀರಿ, that also gives very importance. So this ethical and moral legacy was inherited by its national leaders who demonstrated a high degree of probity and honesty. So we know that right from the Mahatma Gandhi to the many of the freedom fighters like Lal Bahadur Shastri, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, okay, so many people we remember them till today, not only because of their political contribution, but by their private life with a high morality. Okay, and if we bring the moral a person with a high moral in the politics, then we can get the transparency in the government. ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾರದರ್ಶಕತೆ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ನೈತಿಕ ಒಂದು ತತ್ವಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋವಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. Then only that person will understand. Otherwise we know that the persons will start doing the wrong things or corruptions, this and that will happen. Now in recent years there is a general feeling that all is not well with the Indian political system, which is functioning under the great strain. So concerns are being expressed over the general decline of values in the public life. But ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಬಂತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತನ ನೋಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ this moral standard is coming down every day. People are not thinking there is anything wrong if I am doing something immoral. Okay, so that kind of things are observing today. So recent trends in politics, however, appear to have created an impression as if the capacity of our democratic system to ensure probity in public life is increasingly going down. Such a situation does not augur well for the future of democracy and needs to be arrested immediately, in the sense that this kind of entry of immorality in the political life, and that's why again in public life, indirectly in public life, is disturbing a lot, and there is a necessity to stop this from the happening. Now, as we know, the role of a people's representative, that is MPs and MLAs, is important because we have given them the task of lawmaking. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ their moral values should be high in their life. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ if a person do not observe high morality in their own life, then they cannot do something good for the public also, because it is the morality which teach us that choice from right from the wrongs, and that's why it is necessary that the people's representative should be also of a high caliber. Now the people's representative who are largely responsible for guiding the system in such a situation, therefore becomes very critical. See, if a person himself is having the high morality, then he will think that others must also be getting all these kinds of things. Okay, so ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಬರೇ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ what type of conduct is called as morality as far as the people representative is concerned? Yes. Are you getting my question? ನಮಗೇನ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಜನರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಯಾಗಿ ಅವರು ನೈತಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ?
They should always think about the public interest, ma'am.
Public interest. Okay, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ
ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಏನ?
ಯಾವುದೇ ಹಣದ ಆಸೆಗಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಅವರು ಹಣದ ಆಸೆಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಮತ್ತೆ
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅಂದ್ರ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಇಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಸ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್.
Honesty, transparency, accountability is required, madam.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಆನೆಸ್ಟಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿ ಆಗಿ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ಟೇವಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಮಗ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮನಿ ಫಾರ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್. ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ. ನೈತಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕಲಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಸೇವಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಏನ್ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸನ್ನಿಧರಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ದಿ, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಫೇತ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ that it is the morality to expect, so it's not immoral. Okay, when we have elected you people as a MP and MLA, then it is your duty to do the job. Or as Rohit said, whatever promises you have made during the election propaganda, you have to follow it. Okay, or else you have to visit your constituencies again and again. You should understand the problems of the people of your constituency. But nammal enagattari bare vote kela kashta hokkare 5 ವರ್ಷನಾಗ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ. And that's why you know that the people are losing the trust among them because of the, what we can say, this whatever expectation, legitimate expectation. ನಾವೇನ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇನ್ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ. Now the members of parliament as people's representative are looked at by the people as their role models, and the ones who are guiding their destiny have therefore to be beyond the realm of any kind of suspicion. So our ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಜೀವನ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಜೀವನ ಎರಡೂ ಸಹ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, it should be clear. The people shouldn't get a slightest doubt also about the working of this person. If it comes, then we say he is not eligible to work as a people representative, and people themselves were throwing them outside. Madalu ivattigalla, let the person of any caliber, we know that the person to whom we are voting, he is not of good character, he is not trustworthy. Adru saha we are selling the vote and making that particular person as a representative. So there is total killing. I can say there is a death of the morality what we are observing in a nowadays elections of electing our representatives. So by and large, the ideological base and the spirit of service which should activate most of them is getting eroded, and the kind of elements who are trying to influence the political parties and the political system at large make everybody think as to how probability in the entire system could be ensured. So it was felt that as and how throughout, as see, now ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೇವಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಜಗತ್ತಿರ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So if I am of high values, high moralities, then naturally when I come for a job or when I do the business or when I become a people representative, everywhere those values will be observed. But as and how there is a degradation of morality in individuals in our society, naturally in the people's representative also, we are observing the same. And that's why it was felt that there is a necessity to change all these kinds of system. So there might be many ways for ensuring the probity in public life, but a self-disciplining mechanism appears to be the best in an institution like parliament. So self-discipline is the always good discipline. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ನಮಗ್ ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ that will be the what we say good thing. But today we say that throughout the India, let it go anywhere, from our family system, the morality principles are degrading down and down, and that's why they felt the necessity of introducing value education to the students in the school life. Okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ಗೆ, ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ವಕೀಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ದಿ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್, then under the Advocates Act, he will be punished. Okay, so that is what the importance of this ethics and morality in our life. Now, the VORA committee is one of the precursor in the sense that initiation in this way of cleaning the corrupt polities, what we say political life in our India, and so also reducing to the criminalization of politics. So it was in this backdrop and amidst alleged charges of corruption involving politicians and general perceptions of criminalization of politics that the government of the day appointed on 9th July 1993. 9 ಜುಲೈ 1993 NN Vora ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಮ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಇದ್ರು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ. ಸೊ he was appointed as the chairman of this committee, and the VORA committee started working on the particularly cleaning about the political field in India. Now, to take the stock of all available information about the activities of the crime syndicates enidave, mafia organizations who allegedly had developed the links with and were being protected by some government functionaries and political personalities. So ಯಾವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸಿಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಮಾಫಿಯಾ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, and how they are bringing pressure on the government and how they are using the government officials, okay, political personalities to get their work done. So to study this and to suggest the measures for cleaning up this particular field, this committee started working. Now, the committee, after considering the matter, presented its report to the government, which was laid down later before both the houses on 1st August 1995. 1 to 2 years ಅವರು study ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, and the report was discussed in the house on 24th August. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ. Now, the committee in its report, inter alia, pointed out that the nexus between the criminal gangs, police, bureaucracy, and politicians had come out clearly in various parts of the country. Our accept ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, it is very ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತನ 93 ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಏನು, there is a nexus of criminals with the what we can say politicians ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಬರೇ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್, ಪೊಲೀಸ್, ಬ್ಯೂರೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್, ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು, ಇವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ದು ತನ್ನ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. Now, the existing criminal justice system, which was essentially designed to deal with an individual offense or crimes, was unable to deal with the activities of the mafia. Now, if we look at the IPC, many of the crimes are individual crimes, except ಒಂದು ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರಸಿ ಅಂತ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರಸಿ ಟು ಡೂ ದ ಎನಿ ಆಫೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, when offense takes place, it is done with a conspiracy only, it is not done by one person. So the laws, the provisions of laws which were at that time were not felt necessary. So the provisions of law in regard to economic offenses were found to be weak, and there were insurmountable legal difficulties in attaching or confiscating the properties acquired through the mafia activities. So we can say that whenever the mafia activities are happening, so many what we can say in mafia, not only the criminals are involved, but also the police department person, bureaucrats, politicians, all have joined their hands together, and they will see that offense will not be done by one person, but it will be get done by many person in portions. ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆ ಅಪರಾಧಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ it was felt by the committee that there is a necessity of bringing a different legislations to control these kinds of offenses. The report suggested setting up of a nodal agency under the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. Okay, to be handled directly by the Union Home Secretary, who would be assisted by one or more selected officers of Ministry for collation and compilation of all information received from the intelligence agencies. So, because this offense is done by not only the criminals, police and bureaucracy, but also politicians, so high level intelligence officers are required to handle these cases. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಿ ಒಂದು ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, so that they can take the charge of all these kinds of happenings. So subsequently, all party meeting was held on 15th September 1995 under the chairmanship of the then Union Home Minister, Shri S.B. Chauhan, to look into the whole gamut of criminal politicians, nexus, and the related issues of declaration of assets and liabilities by the members of parliament and ministers. Okay, so this particular what we can say meeting, wherein all party members have joined, they have discussed this. Now the points which constitute an agenda there in that meeting was the setting up of a parliamentary committee on ethics as distinct from the committee of privileges, which would act as a guardian on the activities of the members of the parliament. Avren hedru ಒಂದು parliamentary committee on ethics ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸದರ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೊದಲೇ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಆನ್ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2, you have seen there are some privileges given to the parliamentarians or legislature, like freedom from speech. Okay, ಅವ್ರು ಸದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಫಾಮೇಶನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ privileges are there. So based on that privileges there is one committee, but ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೀ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ people's representative whether they are behaving ethically or not, are they going with a non-ethical practice, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆನೆ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Then adoption of a code of conduct at the level of political parties to ensure a cleaner public life. So not to give party tickets to the person having criminal record. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಡಕ್ಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ, ಹಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಹೈ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ಬರೀ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, no party is following that. Then all political parties should have open audited accounts which must be published annually. So this is very much important. Prati one political parties, they are gathering the money, okay, funds. Now they must have the must audit their account and make it public to the for their knowledge. Then giving more teeth to the nodal group set up as a consequences of the recommendations of Vora committee report. Okay, so prati one kade nodal groups nu set up ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ recommendation ಬಂತು. Then changes in the legal system, simplification of the procedure and dispensation of quick justice. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ there must be changes in the legal system should be brought. It means legal systems to take action against the politicians or the bureaucrats, whoever in the chain. Okay, then simplification of the procedure. Yakandre procedure is very tedious. We have to follow the all the stages very what we say meticulously, and because of which there is a delay. And by if we do all the things easily, then there will be the easy access to justice anta vichara aitu avaga. That was only a discussion. Then the ethics committee of Rajya Sabha, the first such committee by any legislature in India, was constituted by the chairman of Rajya Sabha in 97 March. Okay, so ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. to oversee the moral and ethical conduct of the members and to examine the cases referred to it with reference to the ethical and other misconduct of the members. So our committee ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಿತ್ರಿ to oversee the moral and ethical conduct of the members. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ members of parliament ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, especially ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ members, how their ethical behavior is, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರ against complaint ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they are misconduct. So ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ. Now it was provided that in all respects of procedure and other matters, the rules applicable to the Committee of Privileges shall apply to Ethics Committee with such variations and modifications as the chairman Rajya Sabha may from time to time make. Andre Ethics Committee nalli procedure agli, members agli, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ changes ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ರು, chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Now the committee was inaugurated by the then Vice President of India, that is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha, K.R. Narayanan, on 30th May 1997. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸಭಾಗೆ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ KR ನಾರಾಯಣನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿಗೆ ಚಾಲನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. Now when that committee started working, if we look at its work, we observe that committee, apart from consulting the expert opinion, has been meeting simultaneously to hold its own deliberations. Andre ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ತನ್ನ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ if they felt that there is a necessity of meeting with the experts, expert opinion ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. It was held 50 meetings and presented 3 reports to Rajya Sabha. ಆ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಅವರು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ 50 ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ನಡೆಸಿದ್ರು and they have sent the 3 reports. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ first report which was presented on 8th December and the second on 13th December 99 and third on 12th August 2002. Now the Rajya Sabha has discussed and adopted the first and the second, and the third report is yet to be discussed. So idannella andre inna matanu after a lapse of nearly 20 years, we can say there is no any progress observed in this. So Rajya Sabha nalli ondsala ee riti committee madidru, but adar nantra after that ಅದೇನ್ 3 ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ that particular committee is stagnant now. ಸೊ ತೋರಿಕೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ 3 ಸಲ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಸಹ that is not yet working. So we say that is, though the Vora committee has done a lot of effort to bring good to the public, but actually public when that committee established in Rajya Sabha aste ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸಹ its working is not satisfactory. So by this what we can conclude is that, see, no one is interested to follow the ethics and morality in the political life. So hagagi everyone is involved in these kinds of activities, they are hesitating to take any action. So that's why even the Vora committee has suggested good thing, based on which one good thing happened, that Rajya Sabha has established that committee, but when it comes to the actual working, we are not seeing any hopeful way. So this is how ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, but ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ there is a zero level only what we are observing, because it becomes very difficult to work all these things, because everyone must be with a clean hand in this. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, everyone must be with a clean hands. ಅವ್ರು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ lots of problems are happening, that we can understand. So as far as the examination point is concerned, you will be getting a short note over this topic. Very short note bರ್ತದ್ರಿ, explain NN Vora committee report ಅಥವಾ write a short note on NN Vora committee report ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ you have to write bit about the corruptions, then the political corruption, police defiance ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 1-2 paragraph. ಆಮೇಲೆ you can write with the Vora committee report. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರದಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ರಿ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ, we are not getting much, but only we say it is a significant report which has spoken about bringing ethical standards in the political life, by which there will be reduction in the criminalization of politics ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ. Okay, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So now we have to see about the different type of professional devices, and in that we have to concentrate on this what we can say medical deviance and legal deviance. Next important andre in medical devices we have to see many of the acts like Cosmetics and Drugs Act we have to see, then we have to see Narcotics Drugs Act, then we have to see about the this what we can say just a minute, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act in short. Just a minute. Yes, we have to speak about the or understand about the Medical Device, Drugs and Cosmetic Act, Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Act. Adralli Lentin Commission report anta bartade. That we have to study, and then we will go with the legal device. Andre, as good as we have to revise whatever you have studied in professional ethics under the Advocates Act. Advocates Act really you have seen there are certain offenses which are against the ethical standards. So adralli punishments idave, that again we have to revise. This is all we have to study in professional deviance, and then we have to go on with the gender-based deviance. A gender-based deviance nalli again we have to see nearly 4 acts. Adralli we have to study of Prevention of Sexual Harassment to Women Act, then Immoral Traffic Act, then Prenatal Diagnostic Act, then the Domestic Violence Act. Ee 4 act avag nodtivi gender-based deviance noduvaga. And then we have to study about the what we can say upper class deviance, and there we have to study about prevention of atrocities against SC/ST Act. Then we have to study about the tax avoidance and tax evasion, then the cyber crimes, and then the food adulteration. So these are all the topics which we have to cover in our white collar crime classes. So as we have to start the professional deviance as a new topic, I would like to start from tomorrow class. Okay, Wednesday naale nan tagolana. So I will end my class now. If you have any doubts, you can ask before ending. Vora committee nalli enadru tilidilla andre ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Okay. So have you all prepared for tomorrow day after tomorrow's presentation? Ready adiri mutkortge? Hello, can you listen me?
Yes, ma'am. ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ma'am.
Okay. So ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ exam seat number 1 to 10 prepare ಆಗ್ರಿ. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ Thursday we will start. Okay. And I'll send the details. ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಾಳಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. I'll see that I wanted to show the Javli Memorial arguments of the students. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ actual ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು arguments ಅಂತ. So if possible tomorrow I will show that video to you people so that you can get some idea as to how to do the moot course. I think almost ellaru nodidira and many of you have participated ashte. I think some of you might be having some doubts. Okay, any yarige en hang doubts illa orally you can do, or would you like to see that videos? Yes, come on, yaru classic illa anta ansakattad nanaga. I feel that you all are absent only. Ravindra, you don't answer. Every time Ravindra, Harsh, okay, Rohit, they are only answering. Where all are others?
Madam, please show the video. It is better to see the video once. Please show the video once.
That's why I'm asking. And I was waiting that why anyone is not asking for that. Yakandre, you must be aware about how the things will work. Okay. So as the videos are very much lengthy with the, what we can say, their memory capacity jasti ide, adukoskara, instead of sharing it on WhatsApp, in tomorrow's class, I will be showing it to you people. Okay. Last 10 minutes naga, one tathva ಎರಡು moot court nalli arguments ಏನ್ ನಡೀತವೆ, that I will show. Okay. So that
Okay,
you
ma'am.
people will be getting idea. And 5 years ಅವರು equally prepare ಇರ್ರಿ. ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ 2 ದಿವಸ 3 years ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 5 years ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕಿದ್ವಿ. It's not so
Yes, ma'am.
ಎಲ್ಲ 3 years ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ 5 years ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಡುನ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ತಗೋತೇನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಇನ್
Okay.
ದ tomorrow's class and I'll try to show you some of the videos.